You've probably been told all your life that fruits are the healthiest food on earth. But what if I told you that some fruits can secretly weaken your bones, especially after age 60? Yes, the very fruits you might be eating every single day could be silently making your bones more fragile, more painful, and more prone to fractures. And here's the shocking part. Most people over 60 are eating at least one of them right now. Imagine this. Every morning you enjoy a bowl of colorful fruits, feeling proud of your healthy routine. You think you're doing everything right, but inside your body, something very different is happening. Your bones are slowly losing minerals faster than they can rebuild. It's not your fault. And it's not just age. It's what's on your plate. In this video, we're going to reveal 5 common fruits that you should stop eating immediately if you want to protect your bones and stay strong well into your golden years. But don't worry, I'll also show you the right fruits that help build stronger bones naturally, so you can still enjoy sweetness without harming your health. And stay with me till the end, because fruit number 3 surprises almost everyone, even people who consider themselves very health conscious. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, what's your favorite fruit that you eat almost every day? Drop it in the comments below. I bet some of you are going to be shocked by what's coming next. All right, let's start by understanding why our bones become weaker after 60, and how certain healthy fruits might actually be speeding up that process. When we turn 60, many people start noticing little signs: stiffer joints, slower movement, and maybe that occasional backache after sitting for too long. We often think it's just part of aging, but what's really happening inside our bodies is far more important, and it's something you can absolutely control. After 60, your bones aren't as dense as they used to be. Think of your bones as a living structure, constantly breaking down and rebuilding themselves. In your younger years, the rebuilding process is faster, but as we age, that balance flips. The cells that rebuild bone, called osteoblasts, slow down. Meanwhile, the cells that break bone down, osteoclasts, keep working at full speed. The result, gradual bone loss, or what doctors call osteoporosis. There's another hidden factor too: your hormones. For women, estrogen drops sharply after menopause. For men, testosterone levels decline as well. Both hormones play a key role in keeping bones strong. So when their levels fall, bones lose protection and start thinning out. But that's not the full story. Nutrition also changes how strong your bones stay. As we grow older, our stomach produces less acid, which makes it harder to absorb calcium and magnesium, 2 of the most essential minerals for bone health. You might still be eating foods rich in these nutrients, but your body simply can't pull them in as efficiently as before. Now here's where it gets even trickier. Some foods, and yes, even some fruits, can make this situation worse. You see, certain fruits are very acidic or extremely high in sugar. When you eat them often, your body becomes more acidic, and when your blood is slightly acidic, your body tries to neutralize it by pulling calcium from your bones. It's like your bones are being used as a buffer to protect your blood. Over time, that constant calcium withdrawal leaves your bones weaker and more brittle. And then there's sugar, especially fructose, the natural sugar found in fruits. While small amounts are fine, too much fructose increases insulin resistance and inflammation, both of which interfere with how your body builds new bone tissue. This is why some fruits that seem perfectly healthy on the outside can actually harm your bones if you're eating them in excess, especially when your bones are already more fragile after 60. There's also a lifestyle element that often goes unnoticed. People in their 60s or 70s tend to move less, spend less time outdoors, and get less sunlight, which means lower vitamin D levels. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium properly, even if you're eating plenty of it. So it's not just what you eat, it's also what your body can actually use. The truth is, you don't have to accept weak bones as a normal part of getting older. The right diet, gentle exercise, and smart food choices can actually slow or even reverse bone loss. And one of the simplest changes you can make starts with knowing which fruits to avoid and which ones to keep. In the next part, we'll start with the first fruit on our list. It's one that most people think is perfectly healthy, great for digestion, full of vitamin C, but if you eat it too often, it might actually be stealing calcium from your bones. You might want to check your kitchen after hearing this. Fruit 1. Pineapple. Most of us think of pineapple as a superfruit, bright, tropical, full of vitamin C, and great for digestion. You see it in healthy smoothies, salads, even morning detox drinks. But what many people don't realize is that pineapple, when eaten too often, especially for people over 60, can actually harm your bones more than help them. Let me explain. Pineapple is one of the most acidic fruits out there. It contains citric acid and a unique enzyme called bromelain. While bromelain can help digest protein and reduce inflammation in small amounts, too much of it can irritate the stomach lining and lower your body's pH level, making it more acidic. And when your body becomes more acidic, it has to protect itself. The easiest way for your body to neutralize acid is by pulling calcium from your bones. Over time, this process leads to a gradual calcium loss, which means your bones get weaker, thinner, and more likely to fracture. So, while pineapple may seem refreshing, for someone over 60, it could be quietly draining your calcium reserves. There's another hidden issue. Pineapple is naturally high in fructose, a form of sugar that in large amounts increases inflammation. Chronic inflammation interferes with how your bones rebuild themselves. You might not feel it immediately, but over months or years, it can contribute to joint pain and bone density loss. Now, of course, we're not saying you should never touch pineapple again. A small slice now and then is perfectly fine. The danger comes when it becomes a daily habit. Pineapple juice for breakfast, pineapple dessert after dinner, or canned pineapple with syrup. That constant intake of acid and sugar creates the perfect storm for bone weakening. If you've noticed more stiffness in your knees, pain in your lower back, or soreness in your hips, and you often enjoy pineapple, it might be time to take a closer look at how it affects you. Sometimes, what feels like a healthy routine is actually a silent trigger for faster bone loss. But here's the good news. There's an easy and delicious alternative that supports your bones instead of harming them. Papaya. Papaya is gentle on your stomach, low in acid, and rich in vitamin C, the same nutrient that helps your body absorb calcium better. It also contains enzymes that support digestion without changing your body's pH. Even more impressive, papaya has compounds that fight oxidative stress, helping your body protect collagen, one of the key components that keeps bones strong and flexible. So, if you've been eating pineapple regularly, try switching it out for papaya a few times a week. Your bones and your joints will thank you. You'll still get that tropical sweetness, but with far more benefits and zero calcium loss. Before we move on, let me ask, have you ever noticed your joints feeling more sore after eating certain fruits? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you find this helpful, a quick like really helps the channel reach more people who need this kind of health information. All right, let's move on to the second fruit on our list, one that seems innocent, creamy, and full of potassium. But when it's too ripe, it becomes a sneaky enemy for your bones. Fruit 2. Overripe bananas. Bananas are one of the world's most loved fruits, easy to eat, soft on the stomach, and full of potassium. For many seniors, it's the go-to snack because it feels safe, simple, and healthy. But here's something few people talk about. When bananas become too ripe, they stop being the bone-friendly food you think they are and start acting more like candy. You see, as a banana ripens, the starch inside it turns almost completely into sugar, mostly fructose and glucose. That's why an overripe banana tastes so sweet and supple. The problem is that high sugar content causes a quick spike in blood sugar and insulin. Over time, those spikes increase inflammation and can interfere with how your body absorbs calcium and magnesium, two of the most important minerals for bone strength. Think of it this way. When you eat an overripe banana, your body treats it more like a dessert than a nutrient-rich fruit. For someone over 60, that sugar rush doesn't just affect your energy. it can also quietly chip away at your bone density. Studies show that high sugar diets reduce the activity of bone-building cells and increase calcium loss through urine. That means every time your blood sugar jumps too high, your bones pay the price. And here's another hidden effect. Overripe bananas have a higher glycemic index, which means they release sugar quickly into your bloodstream. That can worsen insulin resistance, especially if you already have diabetes or prediabetes, both of which are common in people over 60. When insulin sensitivity drops, your body struggles to use calcium properly, leading to weaker bones and slower healing after minor injuries. Now, don't get me wrong, bananas aren't bad in themselves. In fact, when they're eaten at the right ripeness, they can be a great friend to your bones. Slightly green or just ripe bananas are rich in something called resistant starch. This type of fiber doesn't raise blood sugar. Instead, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping your body absorb more calcium and magnesium naturally. It also reduces inflammation and keeps your digestive system running smoothly, both essential for healthy bones. So here's a simple rule. If your banana has too many brown spots and feels mushy, it's time to skip it. Choose firmer bananas with a hint of green on the peel. That's the sweet spot. Literally where you get all the nutrients with none of the sugar overload. If you've been eating overripe bananas daily, try switching to just ripe ones for a week and notice the difference. Your digestion, your energy, and even your joints may start feeling better. And before we move to the next fruit, let me ask, do you usually prefer your bananas soft and sweet, or slightly firm and fresh? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, a quick like helps more people over 60 discover how to protect their bones naturally. Alright, coming up next, fruit number 3. It's a surprising one because it's often marketed as the ultimate vitamin C source. But if you're drinking it every morning, it might be silently washing away your bone strength. Fruit 3. Orange juice. For decades, orange juice has been seen as the ultimate symbol of health. A glass of freshly squeezed orange juice in the morning, that's how many people start their day, believing it strengthens immunity, fights colds, and keeps the body young. But here's something few people realize. Orange juice can actually weaken your bones, especially after 60. Let's unpack this. While oranges themselves are rich in vitamin C, which is excellent for bone collagen, the problem lies in the sugar and the acid that come with orange juice, especially the store-bought kind. Most commercial orange juices, even those labeled 100% natural, contain added sugars and are often made from concentrate. A single glass can have as much sugar as a can of soda. That sugar causes insulin spikes, inflammation, and over time calcium loss through the kidneys. But even if your juice is fresh, there's another hidden issue: citric acid. Oranges and their juice are highly acidic. When you drink them too often, your body becomes slightly more acidic as well. And as we've learned, the body tries to balance that acid by pulling calcium from your bones to neutralize it. It's like borrowing strength from your skeleton, a slow but steady drain on your bone reserves. This effect is even stronger when orange juice is consumed without food, which is how most people drink it first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. At that time, stomach acid levels are already high, so adding more acid and sugar creates the perfect environment for mineral imbalance. That's why people who drink orange juice daily, thinking they're doing something good, often end up with more joint pain or bone weakness over time. Now, this doesn't mean you need to cut out all citrus fruits. The key is moderation and choosing smarter alternatives. Instead of drinking orange juice, try eating the whole fruit. A fresh orange, or even better, grapefruit or pomelo. When you eat the fruit instead of drinking it, you get fiber, which slows down sugar absorption and reduces the acid impact. Grapefruit and pomelo are also rich in bioflavonoids, natural plant compounds that support blood circulation and strengthen bone tissue. Another simple switch: replace your morning orange juice with a glass of water and a few slices of lemon. Not as a drink for nutrients, but as a gentle refreshment. It gives you the citrus flavor without the heavy sugar load. So the takeaway here is simple. If you want strong bones after 60, skip the daily orange juice habit. Enjoy citrus fruits in their natural form, occasionally and with balance. Your bones will thank you for it. Before we move to the next fruit, I'd love to know, are you someone who drinks orange juice every morning? Drop a comment below and tell me if this surprised you. And if you're learning something new today, please give this video a quick like. It really helps support our Senior Vic Health community. Now, coming up next is fruit number 4, small, sweet, and easy to snack on. But don't be fooled by their innocence. These little bites can pack a huge amount of sugar that silently damages your bones. Fruit 4. Dried fruits. They look tiny, innocent, and even a little cute, those little dried fruits. Like raisins, dates, or prunes. Many people over 60 keep a jar of them in the kitchen, thinking they're a great quick snack for energy or fiber. But here's the truth. Most dried fruits are sugar bombs in disguise, and when eaten too often, they can quietly damage your bones. Let's take raisins and dates, for example. They start as healthy, fresh fruits, but during the drying process, almost all of their water is removed, and what's left behind is concentrated sugar. Just one small handful of raisins can contain more sugar than a full serving of fresh grapes. That means your body absorbs all that sugar very quickly, causing your blood sugar and insulin levels to spike. Now, here's how that connects to your bones. Every time your insulin levels rise sharply, your body produces more acid and inflammation. Over time, that inflammation interferes with how your bones renew themselves. It slows down the bone-building cells and increases calcium loss through urine. It's like your body is trying to keep up with constant sugar damage, and your bones are paying the price. To make matters worse, many commercial dried fruits aren't just naturally sweet. They're coated with extra sugar or even syrup to make them look shiny and taste better. That doubles the problem. More calories, more acid, and more stress on your bones and joints. You might also be surprised to know that sulfites, a common preservative used to keep dried fruits looking fresh, can interfere with calcium metabolism and trigger mild inflammation in sensitive individuals. So while you think you're eating a natural snack, your body is fighting hidden chemicals and excess sugar that contribute to weaker bones. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to give up snacking altogether. You just have to snack smarter. If you love dried fruits, limit them to small portions, maybe just 2 or 3 pieces, and always pair them with a handful of nuts or seeds. The healthy fats and protein in nuts slow down sugar absorption and protect your bones by balancing your body's pH levels. Even better, swap those sugary dried fruits for fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries. They're naturally low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and contain powerful compounds called anthocyanins that reduce inflammation and protect bone cells. Studies show that people who eat more berries have stronger bone density and less joint pain as they age. So next time you're about to grab a handful of raisins or dates, pause for a moment and think of your bones. That small choice makes a huge difference over time. And before we move to the next fruit, tell me what's your favorite snack between meals. Are you team dried fruit or team nuts? Share your answer in the comments. And if you're finding this helpful, please like this video to help others over 60 protect their bones naturally. Now, coming up next, fruit number 5. It's a surprising one, crisp, refreshing, and often called the perfect heart fruit. But if you eat too much of it, it might be silently pulling calcium right out of your bones. Fruit 5. Green apple crisp, refreshing, and slightly tangy. The green apple has long been praised as one of the healthiest fruits you can eat. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? But here's the catch: if you're over 60 and eat green apples too often, they might be doing more harm to your bones than you realize. Green apples are rich in something called malic acid, which gives them that sharp, tart taste. While a little acidity isn't bad, eating them frequently can slowly increase the acid load in your body. And just like we've learned throughout this video, when your body becomes too acidic, it tries to balance things out by pulling minerals, especially calcium, from your bones to neutralize that acid. Over time, That process can lead to weaker bones, more brittle joints, and even early signs of osteoporosis. This effect is subtle. You won't feel it overnight. You might even feel light and healthy after eating green apples, especially because they're low in sugar and calories. But deep inside, your bones might be giving away small amounts of calcium every time you eat them. It's a slow, quiet process that adds up year after year. And here's another twist. The tartness in green apples also makes them more acidic to your teeth and digestive system. For people over 60 who often have thinner tooth enamel and more sensitive stomachs, that extra acidity can cause mild erosion or discomfort. Combine that with reduced calcium absorption from aging, and you can see how the balance tips toward bone loss instead of bone building. So, does this mean you should never eat apples again? Absolutely not. Apples are still a healthy choice, but you need to pick the right kind and eat them the right way. Instead of green apples, go for ripe, sweet varieties like red apples or pears. Pears, in particular, are wonderful for bone health. They're low in acid, gentle on digestion, and rich in a mineral called boron, which plays a key role in helping your body use calcium effectively and maintain bone density. Pairing pears or sweet apples with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a spoon of peanut butter or a few almonds, makes the snack even better for your bones. It stabilizes blood sugar, reduces acid formation, and keeps you feeling full longer. So next time you reach for that crisp green apple, consider swapping it for a juicy pear or a small red apple instead. Your bones will thank you for the extra kindness. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Are you a fan of green apples? Or do you prefer the sweeter red ones? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're finding this series helpful, give this video a thumbs up to help more people protect their bones naturally after 60. Now, stay with me, because up next we're going to talk about the best fruits for strong, healthy bones. The ones you should be eating more of to rebuild your strength from the inside out. After talking about the fruits that quietly harm your bones, let's now focus on the good news. The fruits that actually help you build stronger bones and keep them that way. Because the truth is, nature gives us everything we need. We just have to choose wisely. Let's start with one of the best, papaya. This tropical fruit isn't just delicious, it's a real bone protector. Papaya is low in acid, high in vitamin C, and rich in powerful antioxidants. Vitamin C helps your body absorb calcium more efficiently, while the enzymes in papaya, like papain, support better digestion without making your body acidic. That means more nutrients from your food actually reach your bones, instead of being lost along the way. Next up, kiwi. It's small, green, and packed with nutrients. Kiwi has both vitamin C and vitamin K, a rare combination that supports collagen production and directs calcium to the right places in your body. Studies show that people who eat kiwi regularly have stronger bone density and better joint flexibility. And because kiwi is mildly alkaline, it balances out the acid from other foods you might eat during the day. Then we have the berries. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These tiny powerhouses are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds that reduce inflammation and protect bone cells from oxidative stress. In simpler terms, they help your bones stay young. Plus, they're low in sugar, which makes them perfect for people managing blood sugar or diabetes. Another excellent choice is the pear, gentle on the stomach and low in acid. Pears contain boron, a trace mineral that plays a key role in bone metabolism. Boron helps your body use calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D more effectively, 3 nutrients that are absolutely essential for bone strength. So, eating a pear a day isn't just sweet, it's strategic. And let's not forget figs, also known as sung. Figs are naturally rich in calcium, potassium, and magnesium, the holy trio for healthy bones. They also contain fiber that supports gut health, which in turn improves nutrient absorption. Just 2 or 3 fresh or dried figs a day can make a big difference. Here's a quick bonus tip. Combine these bone-friendly fruits with a source of healthy fat like chia seeds, almonds, or yogurt. Healthy fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D and K, both critical for bone strength. For example, A bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds makes a perfect breakfast for strong bones. So instead of cutting out all fruits, think about replacing the acidic and sugary ones with these natural bone protectors. Small, consistent changes like this can rebuild your strength, reduce pain, and help you stay active and confident through your golden years. Now, in the final part of this video, we'll tie everything together. A quick recap of what to avoid, what to enjoy, and one simple daily habit that can keep your bones strong for life. Now that you've made it to the end, take a moment to think about everything we've covered today. It's surprising, isn't it? How something as simple and innocent as fruit could play such a big role in your bone health for better or for worse. After 60, your bones aren't just about structure. They're your foundation for independence, movement, and freedom. Weak bones don't just cause pain, they can quietly take away the things you love to do, from gardening to playing with your grandkids. But the beautiful truth is, you can take control. Every small change you make, every better choice you take, adds strength back into your bones one meal at a time. So here's the quick recap. Avoid the fruits that weaken your bones like pineapple, overripe bananas, orange juice, dried fruits, and too many green apples, and instead, fill your plate with papaya, kiwi, berries, pears, and figs, fruits that nourish your bones, fight inflammation, and help your body stay strong naturally. The key is not to eat less, it's to eat smarter. Your bones respond to what you feed them, and it's never too late to give them what they need. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit surprised you the most today? And which one will you start eating more often from now on? Drop your answers in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to make a change too. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Vic Health for more simple, science-backed tips to stay strong, active, and healthy no matter your age. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, and remember your best years can still be ahead, as long as you keep your bones strong and your heart young.